Whoa.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, hey, yo.
We're trying to talk about Lord here.
Aye.
The Garage Gospel. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's roll. This is the Garage Gospel. The Garage Gospel.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, guys.
We made it.
We
So
failed that.
this is not Reed. This is Tyler.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think it's Reed.
No, this is not Reed. He's got no facial hair.
I'm gonna try to do as good of a job as he does, but we're missing him. He'll be hanging out with his fam today, but I'll be filling in. I'm back from college, and so Josh here asked me. He's like, "Hey, I love what he's doing. He's been catching some fire. Jesus is on him." And he's like, "Hey, I'd love for you to step in." And so that's exactly what I get to do. So I'm honored. It's such a blessing to be with these guys up here. They love Jesus, and hopefully
100%.
this brings a little bit of joy to your holiday.
I agree. Wonderful. This
No.
dude is the dude that started transforming my life with 2 other people. So this is the guy. This is the Tyler
Yeah, it's
that I've
true.
talked
It's
about.
true. Jesus did the transforming.
True.
I just helped.
He was crucial.
That's facts.
So
Just planting the seed.
yeah,
That's right.
Just planting some
Obedient,
seeds
baby.
in this Christmas season. So
yeah.
yeah, we're gonna talk about God's peace because that is what Jesus' birth brings. It brings straight up peace to every Christian and every Christ follower that knows why he came into the world and his timing and everything he did. It's just wonderful. It's a wonderful season, and we have definitely lost scope of that. It's all about Santa and what gifts you get.
Presents and getting.
All that jazz, which again are all good things by itself, but when that becomes priority, I mean, Christ is
forget-
literally in Christmas.
When
so.
you forget that you got Christ, then there goes Christmas.
Yeah, what else do you got?
Everyone else
it's
is
just
about
muss.
getting
It's
this,
just
getting
muss.
this, getting that,
like mass.
and you already got Christ. So
Yeah,
That's right.
very good. So, to start off, we're gonna get a little interesting here. Best Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
ooh,
Did you got something?
no, I wasn't expecting this. You didn't tell me about this.
No, I just thought of it just now.
Best Christmas gift
Best Christmas gift
This year, all time.
all time.
of all time.
Of all
bro.
time.
Dude, remember the times
Dude.
our parents didn't plan, but we showed up to.
Yes!
Dude. Oh my
Okay,
God,
we gotta tell
breaking
the story
booth.
now. We gotta tell the story. So here's what happened years ago. This will be
Do
the,
I
the
remember?
first
Or
time.
the first time
I
I've
think-
I don't think you were there.
I don't know if you've heard
No.
this. Years ago.
Wait a minute.
Years ago. We all go for a Christmas trip. Our families do, but we're like, oh man, my family's going on a Christmas trip. Like, yeah, me too. Like,
No,
yeah.
we weren't texting at this point. Like,
No, we talked about it. Like,
Really?
I think we did
'Cause-
before we left. We were
Well,
like,
I didn't know until Christmas Day.
oh, well, I think my family knew. I was like, yeah, I get to go on the school stuff. And they're like, yeah, sweet. And then my family goes, right? I don't know what this guy's doing.
And then
I
look
don't
on my
care.
side of the story. For like several years, my parents would do like the scavenger hunt around the house, and it would always end up with a trip somewhere, or
Yeah.
like end up on the suitcases,
did
and
the
this is where
same.
we're going,
Yeah,
and it'd be
yeah.
fun. It'd be a blast. This year we do the whole thing. Me and my little brother, and Frankie Booth is where we're going. The Splash
Splash
Splash Village.
Splash Village.
Splash Village,
Yep.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, well,
Splash Village.
And we
Love it.
pull up, and then
We're
Mom
going
goes
through-
inside. Mom goes inside to check in and everything. The guy's in the car, and Dad looks out the window, and there goes whose mom?
My mom going in to check in.
Going in to check in.
And so, just like him,
And so he looks-
Dad, my brother, and me are in the car. And so we're all chilling. They get the stuff ready. We start
Literally.
getting our stuff.
2 cars behind us.
And then we go, yo! And so we literally spent the entire Christmas vacation together unknowingly, but the parents knew all along. It was
That is
hilarious.
It was great.
Great times. That was a good one.
Love you, parents.
100%. My best gift, though.
Okay,
that's-
hot take though.
hot take.
Trips are the way to do it.
100%.
They are.
I
It's so
agree.
much fun.
Like once I feel like
Because
parents,
you-
they get you gifts until you're fun enough to hang out with them.
Real. Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
Dude,
And then
wait, let
actually,
him-
then
let
you
him
can
cook.
go on a trip, and then they get a good gift out of it too because they get to live vacation, you get a vacation,
And they get to
I
hang out
think
with
our
you.
favorite was like
Last
mine
year.
was I got to go last year. Well, we got a Vermont trip when I got to go
Yeah, yeah.
snowboarding or whatever.
That was dope.
And it was during Christmas,
That's
or it was like
freaking
a senior trip kind of Christmas thing. But like, it's always best because the memories. I mean, can you
Yeah.
really put
Yeah,
a price on
exactly.
memories?
No.
you can't.
Make it.
So I definitely think that once you reach a certain level of fun and coolness, your parents can be like, all right, trips.
Trips.
Then you're like, bet.
You're like, let's go.
Yeah.
So
Those
yeah,
are- because gifts like they last
They're
what
good.
a year,
But
like and
come on.
then you forget about what gifts you got when you were 5.
It's true.
yeah, I have no clue what I got when I was 5. Actually, yeah, I remember my birthday, but I don't remember Christmas.
Some of them, like I remember getting piano. And
I
being pretty
remember.
stoked.
I remember for my birthday that I got that dirt bike on training wheels at the old house.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. But anyways, I agree. I
Do you
think
remember
trips
the
are
Power
the best.
Wheels?
Yes,
We got one wheel.
100%. The red
Little
Mustang that was
drift.
here for years.
Yeah.
Anyways, speaking of Mustangs, that's our car topic for the. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Kidding. That was our car montage. So, whoa.
Just kidding.
All right, I thought he had something
You
absolutely.
said Mustang. He was like,
He's like, who? Where? For a little quick car detour, this dude literally has the best truck I've ever seen. Not
Oh,
gonna-
stop. That's not true.
No, not gonna lie.
That's not true.
Yeah, it
The
is
wheels
kind of
make
true.
it.
No.
No, maybe it'll maybe we can put it behind in the summer or something.
Yeah,
Get it
we'll
on the
figure
rims.
it out.
It's on the stocks right now.
Oh yeah.
Looks
We'll call and make business deals later. Yeah. Anyways, back to the actual whole point of what Christmas is about and why we actually started celebrating it is, again, like I said, Christ, because Christ is in Christmas. So, Forrest Frank actually did a song, put the Christ back in Christmas.
Yeah, shout out
Love
Forrest.
that song. Absolutely amazing, Forrest. Love it.
Cool guy.
Yeah. So, who's got verses that they want to just go for?
oh, that guy did.
I do. Yeah. You want to jump in?
Let's
Okay.
jump in.
Well, so immediately when Josh was like, "Hey, we're going to be talking about peace," it took me right to Philippians 4, verse 6, where it says, "Hey," and we've heard it 100 times, but it's later in the verse that really gets my attention. And so it says, "Don't be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Don't let your requests be made known to God." And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Jesus Christ. And so verse 7, I think, is really critical, where it's like, hey, like, and I think we quote it all the time, where we're like, hey, don't worry about that. Like, hey, instead pray about it,
Yep.
which is really
True.
good. But later in that, too, that this is almost a promise that God gives us, is like, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and your mind in Jesus.
Mhm.
And so I think it's really, really cool concept that this is what Jesus is saying, is that for you and when you think about how vast God's understanding is, and he's like, no, that peace that's literally not from here, heavenly peace, is made accessible to you so that you no longer have to be worried or anxious. He's like, take my peace that surpasses your earthly knowledge, and it actually is my heavenly knowledge. And it said, and this will be the thing that guards your hearts and your minds. And so, like, how cool that even in this Christmas seasons, when you're overwhelmed with maybe like family drama and all this, people are coming in and living in your homes,
Yeah.
or maybe like sleeping in your bed, and you have to take the air mattress because family's in town or something like that, that it can be stressful. And a lot of times, even our pastor today was like 70% of families or whatever, the holidays are more anxious than they are like joyful.
Yeah.
And so how cool though that when we make it about Christ, that he introduces a peace that doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but it also is the thing that can guard our hearts and minds to keep us just grounded and stable and unshaken in our faith, in our emotions, in our relationship with others. So yeah, I love that verse. I think it's super good, and how cool that he's like, this is something that's for you.
That's legit.
When you explore like the fruits of the Holy Spirit, when you access the Holy Spirit that's inside of you, like this is the peace you have access to.
Yeah.
You know.
That's so good. That's so good. To make this more testimonial and personal, I have felt it.
Yeah, good.
It's
That's beautiful.
crazy. I will explain the story with as much vagueness and specifics that I can. This story is not even like relating to Christmas at all. It was actually it was sort of recent, more recent than not recent. But I have never felt God's peace before. And so I thought I have, and it was actually the world's peace, which we'll get into the difference. Because those differences are weirdly huge and we don't even think about it. So, you guys know, you guys were by my side through this whole thing, but life stuff hit, family crap was going down on both sides for me. And then I was on this trip with my senior class to DC, which I'm not a big city guy. I like my peace and quiet in the country. So I was kind of getting to the point to where day 2, 3 is where I'm enough. I'm good.
All right.
I need my peace now. I don't like it here. And so like it's a good trip, but I'm like not my cup of tea. It's super busy all the time. So I was like,
Always looking over your shoulder.
yeah, I'm just stressing out at this point. Mind's everywhere. Relationship stuff happens. That then throws me into a loop because it felt like my life just got uppercutted from literally every angle there was possibly imaginable. And so in the hotel room that I was in, my two roommates left and they were in the lobby of the hotel. I threw on my headphones, blasted worship music on my face, and just left it on the feet of Jesus.
Yeah.
Because I knew I couldn't deal with this myself anymore. And I just left it all that whole night that's all I did. Literally all I did since like 8 p.m. till like 10. I did it for like hours and just was worshiping and crying and wanting help and wanted peace because I was so overwhelmed with everything. And then I literally, right before, I was in bed still shaking because I was still overstimulated by everything. And I said, Lord, I need peace to fall asleep, and I need your peace to wake up. And I went to bed after that, like right after that. I fell asleep, and I woke up. I cannot explain this feeling. This is the first time, and I still get it from now till now, of God's just peace, just straight up in its raw form. I wake up with this just wave, it feels like, of just utter and complete calmness. And it's not because the situations got better. It's because I knew God was in me and using me and with me.
Yeah.
And so like that whole thing, and he even like taught me lessons immediately. Like, hey, now you have to use those fruit of the spirits that I taught you. Because now you have to go back home and deal with it all.
Yeah.
And so there's challenge also still. It doesn't just disappear. But the peace helps you get through all those trials and push through and pursue God, even though life gets tough. And that was the best feeling, and I still get to this day. The best feeling I've ever had in my entire life, and I don't want to ever lose it, and I won't. But again, worldly peace, on the other hand, is momentary. Temporary.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Yep.
It's moment by moment.
Yeah.
Peace is when you're hanging out with your friends and you're having a good time.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
like
world's
you
peace.
leave all those thoughts that you're having.
And then you
that's
sit by
what-
yourself and it all comes back. And you think you lost peace. That's not actually what's going on. You've never had it in the first place. So the only peace that is true is from God, is from Jesus. He can give that to you.
Yeah.
It's not, this world can't give that to you. This world wants to steal it, actually. They want to make you hooked so then you don't go for it because you think you have enough. And you don't. There's more. And so, again, that's just more like relating to life, and I know a lot of people can relate to that. But it's so crucial to live with it because if you don't, your life is thrown into a tornado instantly. Every second you lose control of your life. And we need to know that God's in control.
Yeah.
So
I think there's a huge factor too that you see in a lot of people that are walked with Christ a long time. There's a unshakableness to peace. That it is like when you walk in that godly peace, you're like unshaken by worldly things. And I think that even in when it talks about like that surpasses understanding, I think that, I mean, first of all, how sick is it that actually there's a God that hears you and answers you and actually gives you the things that you need.
yes.
Like, first of all, I was like, I want to give it a second. Like, the fact that you're like, Lord, I need this, and He loves you and delivered in that moment, it was just like, boom, here you go. Here's your peace.
That was the crazy part.
Crazy. Like,
Immediately.
how cool that He is a God that hears us and loves us and gives us what we need, which is wild.
Yeah.
But also, even in that moment, I think that there is a steadiness to Christ's faith. And I think it is peace. Peace is too when you're like hanging out with friends, but peace is also complete control in the mix of chaos. And I think the perfect picture we get is when Christ is sleeping in the storm. And right when he goes and he's like tossing waves and back and forth and back
Dude
and
is
forth.
just napping.
And they're like, dude, like, there's a storm.
Wake
like,
up,
come
bro."
on, bro. We're gonna die here.
Yeah.
And he just comes up and he's like, still, and
Be still.
everything drops. And so when I think also too, when I think of Jesus's peace, I think of, it's easy to have peace when everything's going good,
Mhm.
but it is in the fact when relationships are crazy. I'm in a stressful state of mind. I feel like I'm being tossed wave after wave after wave, and you have the control and the discipline
Mhm.
to tap into a peace that surpasses anything tangible that you can grab or any coping thing that's worldly in alcohol or smoking and vaping that temporarily fixes you
Yeah.
with peace. That's a stimulant.
Yep.
There's something deeper that is no. The world is shaking apart right now.
Mhm.
However, I have access to a peace that is steady through
Yeah.
all things, and I think that is heavenly peace.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
I agree.
With world peace, it's you saying this about a stimulant. It's just that
Yeah, that's
world
it.
peace is just a stimulant. People find peace in alcohol.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Peace
Totally.
in this, peace in that,
Vaping.
and it's just because we live, especially in Mexico. We talked about it a little bit last week. We're go go go,
All the time.
constantly going. We're not ever not doing something. Like even right now, like I'm got somewhere to be in an hour. Like
Mhm.
we're all doing this, doing that other thing.
Yeah.
And the world has taught us that peace is just kind of distracting yourself from that busyness with this other
That's so
Busyness.
good.
Yeah, I
That's
like
so
this
that.
good.
other thing.
Distractions. Yeah.
And people are scared of the Lord's peace because it is the opposite. It is
Yeah.
just
It is completely still.
Silence.
Stillness.
silence, especially in your
We're
mind.
scared of silence.
We're
We are
so,
so
as
terrified.
a culture, we are
We are
terrified
Yes.
of being still, being silent.
That's so
'cause-
good.
Then those voices pop up.
Yeah.
But with the Lord's peace, those voices will subside.
That's so good.
The
Yeah.
raw and sinful nature you shows up.
Yeah.
In the
Uh-huh.
dark,
Real
and
you.
the real you shows up.
Yes.
And again, I think of my life all the time as a boxing match. It's me versus me.
Yeah.
Because I have a new me now, and that new me is fighting the old me that's
Breaking-
behind me.
Breaking the old guy's jaw.
And so I'm literally in this boxing match with this guy. And what's funny is now I know his moves, and now I know everything coming. So it's a good thing where now I am in the spot of I'm confident. Now I'm confident against him because now I know there's nothing that can shake me.
Yeah.
And so
That's so good.
when we don't know, there's two versions of us that can happen. When we don't know, God has a better person and a better personality for you, and a better just lifestyle for you. When you don't know that, you're just letting this guy hit you. And you're just letting him hit you, and then he's like, "Oh, do you want a vape? Here you go. Maybe that'll help you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you want alcohol? All right, here you go. Maybe that'll help
Sure.
you."
It's a quick
And
fix.
he knows that will not help you. That makes you worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the quick fix thing is just that
Band-aid it.
people want something to be immediate.
Everything wanted to be 2-day shipping.
Quick.
That's why Amazon works so well.
Yeah.
Fact.
People want it immediately.
There ain't
They
no
don't want it. They don't want it.
There is
they don't
no
want
prime version of the gospel.
it. There
That's
is
a
not.
fact. There
Quote
is
that.
no fast, easy thing. It's like you cannot drive through Jesus. And if you give him the opportunity though to sit down with him at a dinner and it's in the peace, he will
So
just start undoing things and he invites you into this
So
table
good.
and he just starts unraveling things in you. But I think Cam hit it on the nose.
I agree.
Completely. It is
People
you
don't want to waste
cannot
their time.
they don't want to wait the time, and even in this season where it's so busy, gathering, family.
Especially Christmas season.
Yes.
Like even and anybody like who's watching, hey, take a second, even right now. Like if
Yeah.
you
Pause the
after
video.
this, pause it, just take time to just get with Jesus, get and just be like, hey Lord, I need to feel your peace, and like just like it happened
No
with
joke.
Josh, like watch
No joke.
peace in the heavenly form walk into your room, walk into
Yeah.
your car,
You
walk
do
into
not
your
need
house.
to be a Christian to ask that.
No.
God listens to you no matter who you are,
Come on.
which is crazy. That's the other side of God that's insane, is he can extend his hand to anybody.
Yeah.
If you just ask for it.
Yeah.
And what's funny is you instantly get your life radicalized when you actually do encounter him, and you go, "Oh crap, this Christian thing is real."
Yeah, dude.
And it's funny because there's so many other things that we think are God, and it's just not. It's just plain not. AI, Allah, like all these things, Buddha. It's just not. It's just gold. It is just a box. Like we made that.
Yep.
We made that. We just want something to agree with what we think is right. Let me put that out there. When we think we're right, we want to oppose it on other people and potentially even, like some in the world right now, kill others because they think it's right. And then Jesus comes up and goes, love your enemy, big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we go, what?
What are you talking about?
He just said,
Love who?
Him?
That guy?
she just said,
They?
like, and he goes, no, love them. I dare you. And so it's a good thing when you meet a God that's actually real and shows up and is not just a person talking in front of a screen. So it's crazy. But again, when I step into nature, sit down. This happened at Senior Survival. We were on an island because we were just
Survival.
doing a camping
Great.
thing. That was
Kinda
the first
jealous.
time
The
this
entire senior class.
did not work.
Public
Yeah.
schools, bro.
Boom.
Yeah.
On an island for 2 days.
Again, it's not a
Pretty
crazy
sick.
island. It's like a literal
Yeah.
boondocks island.
You ever seen Survivor? It's kind of like if you took the islands of Fiji. I'm just kidding.
No, we didn't.
We
Nothing
know-
like
we-
Fiji.
We know nothing of what
Yeah.
it's like. Just be like, it's kind of
It's kinda like Fiji.
Nah, just kidding.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. But like these worked weird. It was weird. These worked, but I chose not to
That's
use
lucky.
it.
Mine didn't.
Yeah,
like,
no.
which
It was
I don't
crazy.
care. I had fun without it.
Yeah,
Do you have AT&T?
Yeah, I
I
had
think he
Verizon.
does. Oh, now yeah,
See?
Verizon. I got Verizon too.
But I had like 0 bars in the island. Then I went on the beach and had like 2 bars. So it's like, I sick.
It
Got
was
island bag.
crazy.
Don't even worry about it.
There you
Yeah, no, I didn't use this. I chose not to, and I just walked by myself on the beach and walked and just sat down
go. It's wonderful.
on the sand looking at the sunset off the shore. It was the first time in a long time I felt like God just sat next to me, and that was all that happened.
And that's so good. Find what works.
Yeah.
Like, test things, and when it doesn't work, don't stop. Like,
For
if
sure.
you are on the beach, you're like, if on the beach at Creation, if it's in your room, if it's on a drive, I love car rides.
I do
car
too.
rides,
I love it.
I'm like, I can just get in my zone. I
Worship
can be with
music.
Jesus. And I have had some, even like I'm driving home from school, I have 6 hours that I can just be alone with my thoughts.
That's so sick.
And it's like, it gets annoying, sure. But also when you turn that time and I've just killed music and been like, Lord, okay, I'm yours. And like the last 2 hours of my home drive, the Lord just wrecked me. And
Oh,
it was
yeah.
so weird. I was just like,
You're wrecking me while I drive.
while
right
I'm driving. And then he's like, no. Like, I answered, you said, hey, and you invited me in, and
Yeah.
here I am.
now. Yeah, now he's
and
your
it's like-
passenger.
So you just find like ways that God talks to you, and then you explore it. And then when he taps you and goes, hey, like, meet with me, you don't ignore it.
You
And,
go,
like,
okay.
You go, okay.
Drop
And, you know,
everything.
And then when
Wherever
he
you
doesn't
are.
stop, like when he doesn't speak in the first 5 minutes, like lean in.
Yeah, I
linger,
agree.
Don't give up. Like push into that because
That is
right
the hardest thing.
right on the other side of you being uncomfortable is a lot of times your breakthrough. Right when you are just a little fed up, think that you should go, or get in rush. A lot of times Jesus is checking, hey, where are your priorities? Is it in your schedule? Is it in the money? Is it in what your resources? Or am I actually your focus? Do I
Yeah.
have your attention?
Yep.
And a lot of times that right underside of that uncomfortability is that breakthrough, that
For
answer
sure.
that you find every time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so good. That is just so
Once again,
good.
like I said earlier, people, even Christians, they like, oh, he didn't talk to me in the first 5 minutes. They wanted his voice immediately.
Yep. So like, let me just do
God,
a
that's so
representation. Oh, I'm right here.
Hi.
All right. And then
Literally,
that's
though,
He
it.
didn't talk to me.
That's it.
You go, okay, God, what should I do?
And it doesn't happen in the
Nothing.
first 30
He
seconds.
didn't say anything.
All right.
He didn't
Gosh
say
Can I
darn
tell
it.
how many Christians, and even in being like in a church and like leading
Oh,
groups and stuff like that,
100%.
I get to the joy and privilege and honor of leading some 6th and 7th graders. No pun intended, but I actually do. And
Yeah, it's true, I do
they so many times, or like even people, they're like, Tyler, I'm not hearing God's voice, and I'm like, okay.
You're not?
I was like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And then they come tell me a story later where they're just like, yeah, I was at the altar and I heard God say like, go pray for this person, and I like had a word for them and prayed for them. And I'm like, okay, well,
You just
yesterday you just said that I'm not hearing God's voice, but now you're getting direction and God's speaking to you. So which one is it?
Yeah.
And a lot of times that if God isn't speaking on our time, he's not speaking. And like, who are we to tell the maker of heavens and earth that he's not
Yeah.
speaking on our time?
Wow.
Like, are you
it's
kidding
his
me?
time, actually.
And so we almost become
Literally.
selfish in a way where God is on our timeline,
Yeah.
and that if God's peace and word isn't delivered how we want it, that we're like we're entitled to that. Like
literally 100% of the
knows
time,
you,
it is
bro.
not gonna happen your way.
no, no,
Mm,
no.
yeah.
And
No
God
joke.
is too good and too much of a gentleman to just give you things that like the easy way that
I agree.
it actually is
You think-
doing more harm to you because
Yeah.
it isn't providing the work that you
Yeah.
need to uncover the skills that you now need. And so I just don't, I think our
Totally.
generation really has to grab a hold on of, wow, let me take on this challenge because right on the other side of that is maybe the skill that I'm going to need for in my
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah.
You ask for patience. He's not just gonna give you patience.
No, yeah.
He's gonna test
Here
your
it is in a
patience.
bow in a box, you know?
That's
It's-
not
here you
gonna
go.
happen. Yeah, it's funny because I mean that with full honesty
It's
when
like,
I
go love
say
your
that.
brother when you
Yeah,
hate your
it's
guy.
not.
Real.
It's not gonna happen
All of us
your
like that,
way
yeah.
90% of the time.
No.
Because your way might every once in a while align with his, and then okay, yeah, it will happen the way you say it.
Yeah.
But 90% of the time, it is gonna go completely opposite and actually be so much better for you.
Yeah, true.
When it happens, you'll go,
we don't
"Holy
know.
crap, that was great!
Yeah.
Like that was better than I could have done it." So, like, it's just a crazy thing to look at God and look at Jesus, who is fully man, fully God, come onto the scene of coming literally face to face with us.
Yeah.
No joke, eye to eye, and we go, "You're too good. We need to get this guy out of here." That was our thought process.
Yeah.
We can't have this guy around. He's messing too many things up. He's messing our
Right.
politics up. He's
Right.
messing our schedules up. He's messing our priestlyhood up.
Yeah.
It's like he knows us.
Yeah.
We got to get this guy killed.
We killed him.
And so, like, there's this thing that we have to realize: Jesus knows you.
Yeah.
And again, we're going back to this aspect of love for a second, really quick. True love refines and gives it meaning. It does not just, oh, you're in your sin. Let me quick pray for you, and well, I'm gonna have to just accept you as you are,
Yeah.
and not do anything about it.
Hmm.
Completely false. Yes, you still love them in the sense of, hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? Like, you still love them, but you don't go, I'm gonna affirm your sin, and say nothing about it, because that's the same. If you say nothing to somebody who's sinning, you're affirming it.
Mhm.
That's how that works. And so when you go up to somebody and it's your friend and you go, hey, what you're doing is wrong, you actually truly love them because you want the better for them. And you know there's better. They need to know there's better. And so, again, love is huge. Peace is huge. There's so much more we need to talk
Here
about.
are the fruits.
We're probably going to do a part 2 about this because I could keep talking about this all day.
Which is crazy, but it's still the Holy Spirit. Like that's the
100%.
thing. It's installed in you, and boom, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. Like all of those are the byproduct, and so cool of like God's characteristics in you.
Yeah.
And so it's like all of that is in one, but you literally could stick on like just love or just peace for like just your lifetime
Oh,
and never
100%.
understand it to the depth that
Yeah.
God has it. Man, it's so cool.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to continue this talk for the next episode as well. Awesome talking with you guys. This was very good. We're going to continue next episode about this because I feel like this is actually what we need to talk about right now, especially just in the world's case right now.
This time of the year.
Yeah. Thank you for joining. Again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully you have a great Christmas. Get all the gifts and the trips that you
Holidays.
guys can have to just relax.
That's
So,
right.
Have that peace.
absolutely. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.